Welcome guys, it's Kofi. We're here in London taking a look at my latest deal, which is a Edwardian home conversion of 3 units. Let's go in and take a look. Welcome, please come inside. This wonderful Edwardian house conversion. So we've got 3 flats. I've secured the first floor and the top floor, and I'm in conversation to secure the bottom also. Let's take a look through. So this is an Edwardian home conversion to 3 flats. As you can see with the hallway, it's pretty large as Edwardian homes are and very spacious, right? So we see on the flooring, we've got the marble flooring and we've got everywhere's been coated in terms of white, give it a really airy feel. So we go through to this open plan kitchen and living space. It's massive, right? And it's got the spotlights at the top, really nice space. What I really love about this is this feature right here. So you can see over here, it brings in lovely natural light. And we've got the big doors also to bring in the light. We've got everything you can think of and you need in a kitchen. So it's all brand spanking new. We take you through to just this way. Again, another big hallway. So there's an extension done over here. So we've got another room and we've got another room and you can go out through to the garden with that. So I'm going to take you upstairs now to show you the 2 units on the first floor and the second floor to which I've secured. So you can see I literally picked up the keys yesterday. The carpet is still not done on the stairs. That's going to be done on Friday. We're on Wednesday today with the hope of getting this place ready for next week with some guests to move in. Let's go upstairs. Okay, so we're on the first floor of the first unit, the first flat. And as you can see, very similar finish to downstairs. This landlord's, in terms of finishes, are all like this on these properties. So again, the same makeup as we had downstairs. This place has already been marketed, right? And I've got some inquiries. I've also got an inquiry for a month booking. So for me, the turnaround, we're looking at 5 days to 6 days to get it done. And hopefully we'll get it clients in as soon as possible. We're gonna go through and just see the bedrooms and spaces. So this is a 3-bed. So you look at first is the first bedroom. They're all doubles, gonna get in them in terms of double beds. We've got the bathroom to our right, also really nice finish. Double this side, and this one is facing the front, so where the cars are parked at the bottom. In terms of furnishings, best places to get stuff from, I think sticking to local dealers, right, are really important, because if you can build up relationship with some local furniture stores, then you can get stuff fitted very quickly. Once you've fitted a lockbox, they can potentially deliver it and set it up, but also you're building a relationship on the long term for when you're able to scale. That's how I'm able to take on a property and get it set up, you know, no longer than a week. But that's really key to getting your clients in and making sure that you get good quality furniture. So on to the second floor of the second flat that we've secured. So to here, we see this is a storage cupboard, if I can get it open. What's good about this is I always like to secure somewhere for my housekeeping team to be able to store stuff away from the guests. So typically I'm gonna put a lock there. That's gonna be on their keys, which is gonna be in the lockbox, and that's a really key takeaway. So once we've got this set up with all the furniture and bits we need, it's then probably the most important aspect of getting the photography done and making sure that you've designed this in a way that looks perfect for the pictures is important. So you need to have a think about that. You don't need to, it's not War and Peace, but just have a little think about the little details, right, that are gonna picture well. And you have to look at this as a brand and the product, and we're trying to present the best product. And if you can design it in a really attractive way and capture some excellent photography, it's going to be more attractive to guests booking you as opposed to someone else. And we're going to go through to the final room, which is the biggest, and it's got an ensuite. So again, similar finish to the others, a nice spacious double bed will probably come this side, but in this one we have an ensuite also, which is a really nice finish. So again, a really wide shower, waterfall in terms of type of shower, and just a really nice clean look of a modern spec to the toilets that's been done. What's interesting here is across the road and a few doors down, there's actually Airbnbs operating already, right? We've got a little apart hotel, and then we've got some other units that are operating already. And for me, that's fantastic, right? Because it means it works in this area. One of the key things when you're looking at creating an SA unit is understanding your customer avatar, right? And really catering to them. So within this area, which is 25 minutes into central London, there's a train station literally 5 minutes towards that way, which is on the Northern Line. Gives me great confidence I'm going to be able to get a lot of professionals in the area. But equally, I'm able to get a lot of tourists because we're 20, 25 minutes into central London on the Northern Line, which is a fantastic link into central London. So how did I source 3 deals, essentially, or 3 units within one? So actually I met this landlord through a sourcer for another unit that he had. I viewed that one maybe in the summer, right? It was a really nice unit, quite a similar finish to this one, but he wanted upfront rent, which just didn't work for me, right? Because cash flow is king in this game. And at the time, I wasn't prepared to do that. However, I had a conversation with him and I built some credibility in just asking the right questions and talking to him about my model and what we do. And you know, I asked him the question in terms of what he does, and he mentioned that he, you know, is an investor. He's got multiple properties all over the place and he's working on multiple deals. He spoke to me about a deal that he had in this area, which is going to be ready in a few months' time. And I said, well, okay, great. You know, I live quite nearby there and I'd be interested in looking at it and taking it on. A few months go by, I'm keeping in touch, as you do, trying to keep the relationship. And he gets in touch with me when this one is nearly ready. So I come and take a look at it, and as you've already seen, I was amazed by it. I was wowed. It was a yes from me straight away. And then it was figuring out the numbers. So that's how I sourced this deal. So let's get to the numbers, right? So I've secured 2 units at 2,800, so that's 5,600 in terms of rent that I pay. You're looking at about £500 for bills and expenses, right? At an average nightly rate of around 280, at 70%, that gives me a profit of around 3.5K. Now, I had to pay quite a large deposit for this, right, to secure the deals, but with the profit that we can make, we should break even at around the 6-month period, which is where you want to be, anywhere between 3 to 6 months. And the beauty of that, we secured this deal for 3 years, so that means we have 30 months of pure profit, which is where we want to be. Now, the cash flow, right, is 3.5K. That's just on the first 2 units I'm talking about. We're in conversations, as I mentioned, to potentially take on the 3rd, which is the ground floor. Now, if we were to add that to it, that should cash flow around £5,000 a month, right? And that really, really demonstrates the power of being able to take on multiple units within one, right? So we've got one home, but we've got 3 units, right? We've got 3 bedrooms in each flat, which means we can sleep a lot of people. And the beauty of this is being able to take on the whole flat is we're able to control everything. So housekeeping, I'm not too far away if there's any issues. We've built a fantastic team within the area of maintenance people to be able to manage it. The landlord himself has got a lot of his own maintenance people and knows a lot of people within the area. So it's a really, really good deal in terms of the numbers, but then the opportunity, which is a lot larger. So key takeaway, build big relationships and look to take on multiple deals within one. Thank you guys for taking the tour and look at my latest deal right before it's even furnished. So look, keep a lookout. You're going to see the follow-up video with it furnished and how it looks. One cool thing I didn't mention, just to the right, we've got the electric charger, which I think is another nice USP to attracting guests. Take care.